Alrighty, guys and gals, welcome back. So we're doing a special edition of the Insider Gaming News this weekend. I'm joined by Drew Ebag from the INN stream team and White Llama Poo Poo. Welcome, guys. So we're getting ready. We're running a little bit late today. Thanks for Push to Talk for shouting us out just before we were getting ready to start. So we're actually already started in the press conference. So let's get into that now.
Journey after launch, you'll get something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
It's Royale.
Oh yes, that's what everyone is asking for. Another
Royale reimagined for Battlefield. So we bring those pillars.
Did they really just fucking announce
destruction,
a battle royale for Battlefield
into this new experience?
Of course
so
they did.
We will bring you an experience
I
that
can't say I'm surprised, to be honest.
But more about that later.
Oh no!
This year.
Okay.
So with that,
Keeps buffering for me randomly.
Show you what makes
battle
Battlefield
royale
so special.
with loot
It's
boxes.
the unmatched intensity of our multiplayer sandbox,
Right?
and this time
Yeah.
it's even more epic, fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Do you say and featuring music?
Yeah.
What? So when our company's going to start bragging about the games don't have Battle Royale? I know that's going to be the new thing, right? Congratulations, everybody. First, we'd like to announce there is no Battle Royale in our game. Everybody's going to cheer for that.
Instant game of the year.
I'm waiting for a Civilization with Battle Royale.
I know, right? Diesel is such innovation. Much wow. I feel like that's definitely a good intro to like a Doge meme. Zesty, thank you so much for the subscription, man. Appreciate it. 4 months in a row. Definitely appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. And let me know if volume levels are okay on the stream, guys. If you guys have a chance. Sims Battle Royale. I could totally see that happening. Watch EA, all EA's lineup is gonna have Battle Royale modes. Everybody's gonna be like, what the fuck?
I mean, but let's be honest. Didn't they have the original Battle Royale? You throw everyone in the
Llama's
pool.
not? Okay,
You
I
just
get your llama.
remove the things.
Zeus!
I mean, I'm excited for Battlefield 5. It looks great, but at the same time, I'm not that excited for having a Battle Royale mode too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna buy it. I'm probably gonna play it, but
Yeah.
doesn't mean I'm still gonna be excited about it.
É preciso determinação e vontade de vencer.
Battlefield Royale announcement, right, Captain? What up, Captain? How you doing, man?
Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis.
I'm ready for that FIFA Royale. Bring it on.
Yeah,
Here
no.
we go.
Where's FIFA
Esta é
Royale?
a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és campeão.
different from any other soccer game they've created?
All it is a $60 roster update. That's pretty much all EA Sports games. The $50 roster update.
Pretty much. Yeah, I agree with you, Makomo. I really wish other companies would really look at it. I mean, their engine is fantastic. It really represents soccer really well, but I really wish they would just stop doing yearly games. I think they would just. I hope one day they'll just make a FIFA title and then just update it.
The pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete, and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff.
I agree with
cemented
you,
their legacy.
Yorksman.
The world's biggest league joins the world's game. And a special thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer and LA's own Vince Staples for collaborating with us on the trailer. And I really love the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode.
I'm actually excited
Your
about
club
that.
will chase this
It's
trophy
about time.
in career mode.
Yeah, that's really cool, actually.
Will
Give you a trophy in
Champions
career
League
mode now?
glory in your
A real
story
trophy?
mode, the journey, and
Like, I'm
with
pretty
FIFA
sure
Ultimate Team,
Champions
there'll
League
be
had.
live and
Correct me if I'm
authentic
wrong, but that
Champions
hasn't
League
been a part
content.
of FIFA,
And we'll
right?
share more details on that
Champions League's
along
been-
with
Not across the
all
whole
other Ultimate
thing.
Team
No.
features
Yeah, so
later
that
this
is
summer.
actually pretty cool.
And all that's just
I'd
the
really like to
beginning.
see them, you know,
As you know,
go
the
all
heart
out.
and soul
Champions
of
League,
FIFA is gameplay. And this year, we're giving you the tools to
World
control
Cup,
the pitch
all
in
that
every
stuff.
moment.
Yo,
From
Stale,
your
what's up,
tactical
man?
approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now
So
is
they're
that
finally
the
doing
quality
things
bar
they
in
should have been
gameplay
doing
was
from the
raised
get-go?
yet again.
Or bring back like the
So we look
Blitz
forward to
series,
everybody
like that type of game series again,
experiencing
where it's
the
just
game and
where it's
hands-on
just
sessions
totally
this
like it's
week.
basically that.
And also, of course, we're extremely
They just about got
excited
into like
for
the drugs and
everybody to play
enhancements
when
and
we
stuff like
launch
that
on
just
September
before.
28th.
I think Mutant Football League actually does it.
And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every
He's
young
gonna
player
cry.
dreams of winning. And for your
He
club,
looks like he's going to.
it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country,
He like straight out
It's
is
this
almost about to
trophy.
cry.
Yeah.
the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited
you
for
can
the
win the
world
World
to compete
Cup
for it in
trophy
FIFA 18.
by acquiring loot
As
boxes.
you can imagine, all of
Lots
us
them.
on the FIFA team can't wait for the start of the
I
World
mean,
Cup.
it's a
And
good
we want to
time
celebrate
for them to
with FIFA
finally
18
introduce
players, which is
the World
why
Cup since
we
it's
just
World
updated
Cup
the
in
game
It's
with
awesome.
a free
10
World
days.
Cup experience.
I don't believe
on
so,
PlayStation 4,
Carthos Chief.
Xbox
Chief.
One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch.
I don't play a lot of sports games anymore
But you
like I
can
used
take
to,
Ronaldo
but
of
I
Portugal
probably
to
will
the
be
first
picking
World
this
Cup
up.
victory. Or you can write your own story
At least they
with
have some new
great nations
features
who
in
didn't
their
qualify this
sports
year.
ball game. So
Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a
Hey, but she's from
nation of
Iceland,
only
though.
350,000
Maybe she knows somebody at CCP?
people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
That
All
feels
of
so
you staying
fake.
England fans in the room,
Yeah,
that
it
might
does.
still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to
Hey,
come and join
Ramon.
the celebration. So I'm pleased
Carneros,
to
how you
announce
doing, man?
that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One and on PC through Origin Access.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah.
Free trial for FIFA 18. I think that's been there though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if you had the Origins Pass or EA Pass. But I guess it's maybe for everybody now. They're taking it out of those.
Live at the end of the
Free
show,
weekend.
representing their nations in a little mini World
I have
Cup.
FIFA 18, I'm not gonna lie.
And
I got
this
it because I
summer
got
will
the
bring
Xbox
so
One
much
X.
more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18 content centered around the World Cup, and we'll bring you all the details on FIFA 19.
And Sony's doing a deal on
But in the
their
meantime,
PlayStations
let's
right
all
now,
enjoy
50 or
the
100
World
bucks
Cup.
off depending on what model
Thank
you get.
you, and
50 bucks
au
off the Pro, 100
revoir.
bucks off the other one.
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Do you think the World Cup area has the Russian bribery against FIFA in it?
I don't know,
Good
man.
morning.
It'd be interesting to find out.
EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year.
And now they're going to say
Well,
FIFA
the
19
team never
does not
rests
have the
either,
World Cup or the
bringing
Champions Cup.
League and the
Just
World
2018.
Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't
Unlock
wait
it
for you
with
to
this
experience it all.
high-end loot box.
We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do.
It's not them that has the football manager, right? Like the soccer manager game? That's 2K, I think, right?
The greatest disruption to the consumption of entertainment media in the
sure.
last 5 years is the combination of streaming plus subscription. As consumers, watching movies, watching TV, listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment.
I know, what's
to
that noisy?
extend our
People
thinking
watch
and
streamers
extend our
online?
pioneering
On the
into
internet?
this cloud gaming world.
What?
For many people,
That's a
that's
thing?
going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms.
Not for me.
For others, it's going to mean new
No,
games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of
What
platforms.
is this?
But for everyone, it's
EA
going to mean
Netflix.
playing games anywhere, anytime. So
Since
this
you
week, we've
already
got a
do
tech
it on the
demo
internet,
running.
subscribe to us.
All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now, it's not quite ready for full market prime time yet, but it is a promise of what we hope to bring you in the future. The second part of that, of course, is subscription.
So they just
And we
showed us
started subscription a number
a
of
service
years ago,
that they
and many
hope will
millions of
work
you
at
have
some
signed
point
up and
in
experienced the
future.
joy of being able to have full
The same
access
service
to
that
a
I
great
used when I
catalog
was
of
in
games.
deployment in 2012.
Today, we're announcing Origin Access Premiere. So 3 things you need to know
Don't tell me
about.
they're adding another
Origin
tier
Access
to
Premiere
Origin
will bring
Access.
you all of
Yeah,
our
it
new
sounds
PC
like it. Of course
games,
they did.
Starting with Madden NFL, back on the PC for the first time in over a
So
decade.
we heard you guys didn't like loot boxes. So here's a premiere service, so
Then
you don't
FIFA
get loot
19,
boxes.
Battlefield 5, and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from
So they're basically
EA
trying to
and
do
other
EA
publishers.
Pass. I mean,
And third,
Microsoft Pass.
It will launch
Yeah.
later this summer.
Yeah.
So that's a little later in the year, but if you want to get started right now and experience the benefits and joys of subscription, come in and play a free trial of Origin Access, our base subscription, this weekend. Thank you and have a great show.
I hate when they do it during the show. Like, it's cool that you want to tie it in with the show. Do it after the show. For like an entire week after the show, so people could go home and actually enjoy it. Fucking assholes.
I noticed that they haven't yet said how much this premier membership will be.
Yeah, I remember that part. Yeah, they had the, then that is basically Origin Access or EA Access, depending on if it's Xbox or PlayStation. But they still don't have it available on PlayStation at all. So it's still going to be exclusive to Xbox and PC.
Let's be honest, we're all here to see Anthem, and that's pretty much all we care
That's a
about.
fact.
Yeah.
Can we stop having these commercials of just glimpses of everything and actually content?
Yeah, just show Anthem. That's all
Whoa.
we care about.
That little bit looked like it was almost like a Destiny bit in Anthem.
Yeah.
with like superpowers.
I kind of feel like
everybody.
Anthem's gonna. I hope
What's
not,
up?
but I
So
feel like
I'm
it's just gonna
here,
be a
sitting
Destiny
inside
clone,
the crowd at EA Play.
We'll see.
To some degree, I really hope it's not.
Find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
I mean, someone's super excited about that meta on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that
Crowd is perfect.
this was tweeted
That's how I feel too,
yesterday,
guys.
And not
there
excited.
has been a bunch
The other
of
two guys is just
speculation. So, you want to just get right to it?
Sure. I mean, we're not ready to show all of our stuff yet. We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass. But we wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game's going to be.
Oh, they're doing a Star Wars game. Oh shit!
Right,
it's not just Titanfall 3.
Oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I'm definitely interested in that.
So.
Their games are pretty bug-free for the most part. Like, there's not a whole lot of bugs you run into in their Respawn's games so far.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives
Star
you some
Wars
idea
Jedi
that
Fallen
you won't be
Order.
playing a Jedi.
So we're going to do a
So does that
KOTOR
mean I get to like
follow-on?
hold a lightsaber?
Oh Lord,
Or no,
I heard him
or-
wrong.
Yes.
I heard him wrong. I heard Star Wars Law and Order.
So Vince, you got it.
I was
Well,
trying
it
to
takes
think, how
place
in the
during
hell
the
is this
dark
gonna work?
times.
Star Wars
Trying
Law
to
and
be a
Order.
little
Boba
vague
Fett
Bush.
becoming
Yes,
good.
let's see what he's got to say.
Ching, ching.
So it's going to be spectacular.
So for all the hardcore nerds out there who want to know like where in the timeline, like between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits?
So Rogue
It's not a
One.
nice.
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
I hope this is more like
Bad
Jedi
time.
Academy,
Does that
to be
mean
honest.
It's gonna just be all dark and.
They really fucking need another Jedi Academy. EA owns the rights to it too.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know like when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Sorry to dash any hopes.
No.
But now that we know,
Our
we
game
can set
sucks right
expectations.
now,
we're
so
all
you're
going
gonna
to
have
be
to
amped
Why are you
up,
talking about it? Why don't you
and,
show something on the
hopefully
fucking
we'll hear
stage?
more from you, maybe.
I know,
Maybe
right?
next year.
You're sitting in the crowd, like, showing this to everybody.
It was great to see.
And you see
Thank
this guy in the
so much
background,
for
like, trying to get on
today.
camera. He's like, hey, guys.
We do have a little
Hey.
bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
A little more on Star Wars. Here we go. Oh, never mind.
Oh, never
I
mind.
quit.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched
looks
our
like he
game
would be a
in November
creative
of last
director for
year,
a Star Wars
and
game.
clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of
looks like he
coming out
just
of the
rolled
gate
out of bed.
sprinting,
Oh, he did
like
admit.
we really wanted to,
He did
we had to
admit.
take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired
Through loot
by
boxes.
the original Battlefront games that I loved personally.
That mode actually was
starting
really fucking fun.
with the
It was
Ewoks
terrifying.
on Endor. And
It was really, really, genuinely terrifying.
thank you.
Especially playing as a stormtrooper, you wouldn't see those
it
fuckers
turned out
coming.
to be by far the
wow,
most
yeah.
popular update of the game, and the
And there's
team
nothing
loved
that I've wanted to
building
do
Ewok
more
hunts.
than shoot an Ewok in the face.
So, as you might
Right?
know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content from the movie coming next week. It's headlined by the new planet Kessel, a really dangerous place, and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, Extraction. So looking forward a little bit, this summer we will be introducing a new squad system to the game, which will allow you to team up much easier and
that
play
actually
with your
looks really
friends.
cool.
We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting.
Okay,
with
anyone
your
else
hero ships.
noticing they're looping the same
And looking
four
ahead
scenes?
a
They
little
are.
bit
Yeah.
more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused
Like,
around
go back to the focus on
capturing
him
command
and talking
posts,
instead of Luke being the same goddamn
Yeah.
scene.
attacking and taking out
Production
capital
team's
ships.
failing on this part.
But that's not all. We know
Well, that's all
that
they've
you have
actually
been
built.
asking for new heroes, villains,
Throw some
and
Ewoks over
planets
fire.
from a certain era that features a very iconic Star Wars conflict. So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
Wait, why is
interesting.
Why is Battlefront 2 going into Clone Wars?
It's only fitting that we begin on the planet Geonosis, featuring multiple levels, including the largest
timeline.
level we have ever built.
Like
for
this game is meant to be the timeline after all that shit. Why are they going back?
First,
they're adding young Han Solo into this season, so
okay, I guess yeah, that's what they're really doing, I guess.
Army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
Hey, if I get to shoot Jar Jar, that's all that I want to do.
My own
that would be
personal
great.
favorite, Jedi Master.
It's hard to get things approved by all parties in advance. Oh, okay. Well, this is a couple of days. Because
finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years.
That makes sense,
but
McLeod.
we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well
That's
as
not who's on screen.
someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
The kid who hates sand?
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA and DICE are committed to Battlefront.
Okay, so
We
they
had a rough
mislabeled
start,
a
but
character.
I really think that this game has
I
a
bet you
bright
Twitter's gonna
future.
blow up in 5 minutes.
Thank you very much for playing the game, providing us with your feedback, talking to us.
I've always
Together,
wanted to
we
play a
will make
game where I
this
get to
the
play as
greatest
whiny
game
Anakin
that we can
Skywalker.
possibly
Now I
build.
get to live out
there
my
would be no
dreams.
Battlefront without you.
It'll
So
be a
thank
shitty
you.
game
May the
unless
Force
someone
be
has
with
the
you,
high
And
ground.
enjoy the rest of E3. Thanks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I mentioned, Dooku and shows Grievous. Like it doesn't make sense. But they didn't even say Grievous, did they? Or did I miss it?
No.
What is this? It's got pretty water.
Oh, Unravel. Unravel 2.
I still need to play the first one, but the game looks horrible, so.
This one looks a lot darker.
Yeah, it does. The other one was very colorful. If you have to be Anakin, you had to shoot Jar Jar. Is it worth it? I mean, if you're able to shoot Jar Jar, that's just instantly worth it.
This is Unraveled, the Tomb Raider edition.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let me try to turn him up more, guys.
Hey, Kubi, what's up, man?
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love and the bonds between people. In our new game, we tear that bond up right at the start. You lose everything, including your spark. But when things are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond.
Oh.
And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure.
So a co-op version?
So welcome to Unravel 2. It's a game about fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful together. And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and
Unravel 2
togetherness.
Battle Royale Edition.
You see, it's
I'm
all
waiting for
made
it.
to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend. But there's always two characters there, sharing one yarn and working together
Wait,
to
you
get
gotta
through
have
this
friends?
adventure.
No, you don't have to. You can play it solo
This
or
game-
co-op.
Oh,
It's quite
good.
different from the first. It's,
I don't
it's
have
both
friends.
friendlier
I live a
and more
sad life.
challenging. But above all,
So
it's
they
a lot
have
more
an
playful.
umbilical cord to
And,
each
and we
other?
think it's a
Basically.
worthy successor. And I want to show it to
I mean,
you
it's
now.
yarn,
so I brought
technically.
some help.
Be
So
sensitive.
please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood.
Friends are overrated.
And we're going to try to show you a little
Oh,
bit
I'm
of
sorry,
what I'm
Dest-
talking
or Diesel.
about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
I can play with myself. Oh, wait, that came out wrong.
So this wasn't prepared. There we are.
What?
Oh, that sucks, Diesel.
So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced
It's true.
segments
It's
of
true,
the game.
Kubi.
It looks like he kind of like melds in. You don't just carry him.
Include a bit more of those because
yeah,
we that
I'm sold. I gotta play Unravel.
To have more like.
I mean, you could do it during the origin, the origin pass or whatever, $5. So you don't have to play it.
I definitely have to play this.
It's only, I think, like a 10 or 12-hour game too. It's not very long.
Well, that's good.
And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters. Because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you
this is actually kind of
overcome
cool.
any obstacle that you come across. So I guess I'll jump in.
Why didn't they just both go down that way? Oh, because he's got to climb up.
I'm gonna be the red one.
Okay.
The blue one.
I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there.
Relationships are literally going to end because of this game.
But what bathroom does the yarn use? Oh god. I don't know on that one. I don't know.
Okay. Playing it safely now. Oops. I'll swing.
All right.
Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go.
I didn't know birds were attracted to yarn.
Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead.
I feel like the main enemy here should be like a giant cat.
Right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it. Got it?
Why is there an invisible kid in the background?
Oh, very nice.
Casper, the friendly ghost.
Buster. Oh, sweet. Well done.
Yeah, I'm sold on this one. Good job.
Okay.
Yeah, this does actually look really fun.
I'll sneak up here.
Oh, so that's what you got to do. It was really the distraction. It wasn't.
Look at me. There you go.
Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
I'm sure they're playing this for the first time and are just really good at puzzles.
All right. I'll pull you up. There you go.
Now we can breathe again.
Yeah. Actually, this does look really fun.
Or can we?
The main villain's going to be an old lady with knitting needles.
So that's a quick little look at Unravel 2. Yeah, I really
cast the
hope you
high-level
like it.
boss.
And before I go,
Faster and more
I
agile.
just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort on so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Wait, we just saw this.
You have to see it again, okay?
They are looping quite a bit. Did they just have intercourse?
That might have been their version of it.
I feel like we are one.
Yeah, this looks cool. Do I have any friends that want to play this with me? Anybody? I feel like soloing this, though, like, even though you can, I feel like it would just kind of defeat the purpose.
Yeah. I feel like you have to play this with somebody.
Wouldn't get, like, the whole experience.
Right. You have to actually find a friend to play this. I don't care that they say you can do it alone.
And you can like Spider-Man around this? Like, what? That's pretty cool.
I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
The EA Showcase. Come for Anthem, stay for Yarn. Unraveled.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at
The
Coldwood.
blue one was
The
Circuit
game
yarn.
is
Oh,
really
jeez.
strong.
Only
These
the strongest
guys have
yarn
done an
survives.
amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play Unravel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Unravel 2 available to everyone today. Yep, you heard that right.
Wow, it's available
You'll be able
today.
to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
That's actually pretty cool.
So thank you, Martin.
That's a
and thank you,
good
team
thing
at
to do
Colt.
during a conference.
Back in 2015,
Well, there's usually some
we
of these
started
around.
this journey with the original Unravel.
Well,
To seek
I'm
out the
opening
most
Origin right
creative,
now.
independent
I know, I'm like,
developers
that's what I was doing right now. I was like,
into
is it
our
actually
EA
a
Originals
thing?
program. It's been our way
Oh god, I gotta
of
remember
helping
what
these
my
creators
Origin
bring their
password
unique
is.
games
No!
to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you
Well,
remember,
never
Joseph
mind
Fares
that
was up
idea.
there on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game
Lies,
caught
it's not
fire.
here.
It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new, and you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio. So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we
It'll
will
probably be there
continue
later. It's not there right
to work
now.
with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title
guy forgot to
from a
upload
little
it.
game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message, and it's unlike anything we have ever done. So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Thank you, Patrick. I still remember during the
Why is
pitch
she out of breath?
how enthusiastic Patrick was.
He
and
did
that
not want to be on the
afterwards,
stage.
Like, our whole team
They made her
including
go
me,
like
were
right
super excited.
5 minutes before they
It
said, "Oh, by the way,
actually
you're presenting this
feels
game."
a little bit the same right now. I'm pretty excited, maybe a little too excited. Thank you. We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude, or SOS as we call it. The whole journey from the very first concept to actually becoming a part of EA Originals is simply amazing. Let me tell you more about our game. When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human being can at least somehow relate to or remember the feeling of being lonely. In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed.
This is really deep.
How,
Jeez.
Right?
Like the concept seems to just float out of me like right into the hand and onto the paper. I think this is also why so many people can instantly connect with the game, because it's not a made-up story, even though that it takes place in a fantastic setting. In SOS, we try to show how people experience different kinds
feel
of
like I need to go
loneliness,
to a
but
psychiatrist
also
after
how
this.
outsiders, friends, and families see those who struggle. We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal
Graphically, I'm
a
intrigued,
whole
but
emotional
I have
world
no idea what's
beneath
happening in
it
this game.
all.
I have no idea either. It's really confusing.
Sea of Solitude is about a young woman named Kay who is suffering from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness,
I'm kind of wondering the same thing,
anger,
Roscoe.
the hopelessness, worthlessness, turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring
Yeah, I'm
all
not very
those
interested in this part.
emotions into balance. Some needs to become
So
bigger.
the general message
some
we
would
can get
be
here is
better
if you
off
don't
a
have
little
friends, you're a monster.
smaller, but to embrace even your destructive part or your self-doubt in the same way you embrace your joy or your hope. This is what being human is all about. And that's what our game is all about. Thank you.
Is this real?
I could have done with a lot less of her talk and then just show the trailer. To be honest.
This world that I live in.
Oh, is this Sunless Sea 2 then?
That's what it seems like.
Loneliness cuts me.
I've never played Sunless Sea, but this looks like what Sunless Sea was about.
I'm no child of destiny.
I don't even know if Sunless Sea was even made by either, to be honest.
I gotta lie, it looks really cool though.
I've just chased you so long now. I'm too weak to run. A new day is here.
This sounds a lot like Hullabaloo.
Nothing
I don't even know what Hullabaloo is.
Alone in my room, I tremble.
She's boring as balls with the videos, W. Yeah. See if Sunless Sea.
Yeah, I'll definitely be playing this one. If I remember about the game in early 2019.
Yeah, I'm the one. But I'm not the only one. We are the one. We can shut you down, and we can put you on an island. Crossover. Gather.
EA just needs to do sports only.
That was some of the gameplay. Not a lot of it though.
We're balling. Be ready. Because we're coming at you with the squad. Say it how you want. Trust the process. Run as one. Call next. Or be the answer. As long as you hold your course. Just remember though, wherever you call home, whatever
this is NBA Street,
or however you
I think it's NBA Street.
You are my court.
Be a while. I think it's for the first time in a while they've made one, isn't it?
I'm the one. I'm the one. I'm the one. And this is my squad.
Oh, it's just part of NBA Live 19. Okay.
Okay, so they're adding street ball to NBA Live.
Yeah.
They have to do something to differentiate from 2K, because 2K is king in the basketball.
aka Young Kib. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Mountain Belt.
Kib's been going after that belt since 2016.
So take this back to the pre-show, guys. If you guys anybody watched the pre-show, because we weren't able to go live for that part, but there was a guy that actually had the belt in the line from like 2 years ago or something.
Looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
That was a phenomenal.
I don't think EA has an NHL license anymore, do they?
No, I don't think they do.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have an incredible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. Nick, he throws it high. And young Kev is going to be your champion. Can I play you again?
You want to get smacked again on TV?
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Just WWE.
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping? Wow, already starting. Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers. As you guys can see, king of touchdown celebrations. That's pretty fire. I like that a lot. As you guys know, this is Young Kid, Madden 18, Madden champion.
It still is?
Give
Oh
it
my
up,
God.
Young Kid, y'all. Give it up. Young Kid, how has it been? You know, your success and your path, you know, to where you're at today.
It's I've always been a competitor.
Oh, I guess it is, yeah.
When I was in high school, I was playing baseball. I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first, I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually, I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Wow, okay. So the key to be the #1 player in Madden is to hurt your arm in baseball. That's #1.
Number 2, you said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to the tournament. So, like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been so close so many times. I made the final on TV and got blown out by all those losses. It made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's how I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
Okay. Spike, you're only taking it for like 5 minutes. Don't worry.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these.
So is he saying ditch your education and play Madden professionally? Okay, yeah. I wouldn't personally recommend doing that. Get your education.
And failure.
That kid's probably playing Madden at least like 8 or 10 hours a day, if not more. I guarantee it.
Legends are born. You fall.
So it turns out I have like 4 Origin accounts, and I don't know which one has my games on.
See that it was really
so I've been
never about reaching the end of the road at all.
Trying to figure this out. Because I want Yarn too. Damn it!
Got you here.
He's still trying.
It's not even on there yet right now.
Well, then I want Yarn 1. Damn it!
Yeah, you gotta go play through the first one. You can't just go through and miss it, They do have a big sale on it, guys. If you guys haven't checked that out, Origin does have a big sale on all their games right now.
Would you let the moment define you?
I know. I was just joking, Captain.
Or will you define?
Yeah, he still got his diploma. I mean, even if you don't go to your graduation ceremony, you still get your diploma regardless.
I mean, I didn't go to my graduation. Look how I turned out, guys.
Oh, you make more money than I do.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nathanius, professional shoutcaster, here alongside Redwood Studios General Manager Michael Martinez.
Okay, wait.
How you doing today?
Hold on. Are they gonna actually show
We're gonna do
this
presentation
tournament?
a little bit differently and give you your first look at a brand new mobile game in a live winner-take-all head-to-head match.
EA's in
Michael,
mobile games
why don't you
now?
tell us the rules.
They've been in mobile games for a while.
The objective is straightforward.
Their mobile games are
Destroy
worse
the
than the regular
opponent's
games
base to win.
in terms of loot
Unit
boxes.
control, super simple. Just tap the destination.
I mean, it's
unit
their
automatically
fault
moves
that
there.
loot boxes
the
are a
most
thing.
efficient
That makes
way
sense.
to destroy the opponent's base is with this giant nuclear missile in the center of the map. Control the missile by standing on a majority of the control points. A bar fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile when the bar fills up will fire the missile. Takes 2 missiles to destroy the enemy's base and win. That's it.
Sounds great, Michael. Well, enough talking about it. Let's get to this match.
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have an awesome matchup lined up for you here today. Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTS players there is. Make some noise for In Control.
I'm not gonna lie, this part of the conference I am not a huge fan of.
No.
That went to a completely different arena too.
Fighting
I guess
for
it's
the
not
red
the main
side of
conference
the
floor.
room, a competitive
Yeah,
mobile gaming
that's true.
phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick
Just
at
show
Night.
games, please.
The 4 people clapping. Like, nobody wants this.
Now, Mike, it's going to be a real clash of these gaming styles and the
is.
competitive backgrounds that these players have. It should be a great match.
I've never heard of either of these players.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go.
I like how they also said RTS Phenomenon,
Let's kick this
and
off,
neither of them are
nice little
Korean.
strategy game for those out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in, and we are ready to
the
kick
match. Here we go.
Yeah, I'd rather know
off.
copy than 4.
As
Yeah.
the players'
Yeah,
bases
exactly, for it.
have been deployed, and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that.
This
top
has
point.
to be a
Both
filler.
Players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to reset
There
a little
was
bit
actually
first in a
technical
strategy game,
difficulties.
That flank position that In Control is going for on the top side.
Oh, on the
very
main conference
important
floor?
as
Is that why they're
Nick
showing
and Knight's
this?
forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino.
Oh, in control. Okay, he's part of the
Going
StarCraft
for
2
the
community. Okay,
anti-infantry.
gotcha.
Like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yeah, why are you wasting your conference time with this?
And in control placing the turret on
Because
the
they
top
don't
right
have any
side
more
to help
games.
cover that Rhino as the
Yeah,
you
I'll-
have Anthem. Like it could have been the last 20 minutes just Anthem.
Ready and firing that takes out half
They
your
haven't
base. The most
finished it. They only have
important
5
objective on the
minutes
map
of
is to
actual
hold those
gameplay with
control
Anthem.
zones.
Right, and in control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
I mean, that Anthem's not even this
Done
year
a great
anyways,
job
next
of holding
year.
that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger and more powerful units come out. We have there the drill.
So I can be a pro RTS player from the bathroom at my work.
Absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and in control brings out his first
I'm
tank. That's
I'm
gonna
on
be
the same boat
trying
with
to
you,
help
Captain.
push
I
back
kind of
these
wish they had
smaller
just shown this
forces
shit
as he makes
afterwards
his way
or done it as
to
another
the
show.
south side, that missile passing halfway now.
Oh,
Both
there it is.
two zones
Okay.
in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards in control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units.
Yeah, they
is a
might be
big
doing something
factor
for the main
strategy.
stage, I'm
Holding
guessing.
those
Who
locations
knows?
is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pipple as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control.
I mean, I'm
plates, he
sure
takes
that
the
this
top,
game
that
is
missile,
fascinating to
fires,
people who are
fires.
into these
Wow.
kind of games.
And
But
Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked
I just
out
don't get
here.
it.
As the next one will start to ready
I mean, it's
up
kind
in
of like
just a
what
moment's
Clash
time. In Control's
Royale
very
is.
heavy
That's what
artillery force
this
is doing a great job at
setup
taking control of the
reminds me
map.
of. I played a little bit of that back in the day, but
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces
Even then,
move up towards that north position.
my
those
attention
harvesters,
span
of course,
lasted
very
about a
crucial,
month
very
with that,
important
and
to
then
protect those as
I
your
just
economy
couldn't
allows you
stick
to get
around.
these big late
Too much
game units.
repetitiveness.
The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards this
Another
south
drill
side.
pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions. He brings up the laser infantry on the south side as well to deal with that tank. Going for counters, trying to scout out and see what your opponent is doing and make the proper response is so important in strategy.
Absolutely. Nick at Night cruising around, thinking about harassing those harvesters, coming around the far side for those rhinos. Looks like he's really pressing it.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with
this.
3 zones
Yeah,
of control for Nick and Knight.
this really
Looking
shouldn't
to
be
set
shown right
things
now.
back the other way.
Like
Control
EA.
This
isn't that exciting.
He's going to engage with just 1 or 2 units. He wants to move all of them together.
It's just another mobile game that, you know, everybody else has made it a copy of some way or another.
In Control. This is the Wolverine. Gonna rip, and this is watch out
Absolutely.
for this missile.
And Nick and
There
Knight's
it
gonna
goes.
fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile
Which
wins.
player
Let's see what happens.
will have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of
There he
In
is.
Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit
Wow.
to deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy. And In Control just
And I
needs
mean,
to
the
hold
EA
it.
conference was going so well.
Not, Nate. I know.
Where's it going to go?
It's, this is really stupid.
Got it, Max.
There it is.
Gonna take it.
Like, I thought that they were really delivering a solid conference.
That was
then they
Yeah, it wasn't bad until then.
Amazing.
Yeah, it was fine up until this point.
Thank you so much.
Like, even with it, like, they lead with the depressing lady doing that thing, like that whole game. The game looked cool, her talk not so much. Then they lead into this shit. I'm like,
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control.
yeah, I can't believe this is going this long either,
Ladies
Captain,
and
to be
gentlemen,
honest.
what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command and Conquer.
Was
Rivals.
boring. Oh.
Wait, they're using the Command and Conquer title for this?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Get the fuck out of here. That kind of made me mad.
Yeah, that actually makes me mad.
Their armies in quick,
That's not Command and Conquer in
head-to-head
any way, shape, or
matches
form.
That are fueled by skill and strategy. Now,
With a
Rivals will be
Rage in
coming to
5.
iOS and Android devices, but I'm excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command and Conquer.
OMG,
Rivals.
I'm doing it right now,
Studio has
guys.
been having an absolute
Oh my
blast playing this
God.
game, and we can't wait for you to play.
so
Please
excited.
let us know what you think.
Thank you.
What I want to think is not about that goddamn game.
This is what I want to see.
Yes.
Is this Anthem?
I don't know. I'm assuming. Nope.
No, this is a trailer for the same goddamn game.
No, quit.
They ruined it.
If only the game looked like this.
I know, right?
Yeah, right? The original Command & Conquer people are gotta be fucking shitting themselves right now over that shit. I mean, this is a cool trailer. Like, if this had been for, like, a real Command & Conquer game, it would have been different.
Has EA always had the Command & Conquer license, or is this recent?
No, they've always had it.
And you want to fucking ruin it.
That, I think, is legitimately ruining that franchise with a shitty mobile game. Like, not even a good-looking mobile game either, mind you. Sorry, EA, you really fucking dropped the ball on that one. Actually, you didn't drop the ball, you punted it out of the stadium.
Now, before
not even for people to enjoy, like,
with a spectacular epic
straight up
anthem,
assassinated the IP.
Yeah.
Took that out and shot it in the
Andrew Wilson, you should have
some of the
known
most
better this
creative
shit, you
people on the
retard.
planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams, and what I can say about us, is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so, as you look at the 10 experiences that
Who
you're
did they
gonna see
listen
today,
to that said
as you play
Command &
games this
Conquer
week,
mobile game
there's
was
some
good to
things
go?
we hope come through.
No kidding.
First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on.
Oh, I agree with that,
That
Noisy.
in making those
This
choices,
Anthem better
you
redeem this
feel
whole
you are
thing.
treated fairly.
Yeah.
That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games
So far,
are fun,
this entire
that we
conference, the
move
only thing
past
that
the
excited
grind,
me
and
is
that these are
Unraveled 2.
experiences that truly
so far.
enhance your lives.
I mean, I liked whatever that sea
And
of
so,
whatever was.
as we
but
think through
it
all
looked
the
pretty
things
cool.
that we're trying to do, know that
Well, they
we want to
did-
be
they did
better,
Battlefield
and that we
first.
want to make great games.
Yeah.
And that as much as we love making games,
But it was one of those
and
you
as
announced
much
that a
as
week
you love
early.
playing
Like,
them,
that's not hyping
there's
anything
something
up.
that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total
I
of
think he
$1
did,
million
Tort. I think he
to
did.
3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, PACE's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
I thought he was going to walk off the stage without saying anything.
No Anthem.
The gods vanished.
Okay, so now we're seeing game engine
and
footage,
left
okay.
our world in chaos. Creating. Altering.
Well, you actually see some of the enemies now.
Yeah.
The anthem is all that remains.
Talking about gods forgoing the world. That's kind of interesting.
These walls can't protect us forever.
So this game is actually, with this trailer, is starting to give me a Destiny mixed with Titanfall vibe.
Yeah, definitely. Which is fine as long as they have that way to differentiate it. It's not
And they
just
keep that
clone.
open world feel.
Yeah.
Like that, for example, feels like Destiny.
Was that magic or like a flamethrower gauntlet?
I don't even know. Oh, holy shit.
Okay, that's definitely magical type nature. So that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Different classes.
Yeah, it definitely looks like different classes. Yeah, it's feeling more and more like a Destiny kind of game.
How cool was that trailer?
I want
You guys have
gameplay.
seen it a couple times, and it's still cool every time
Why
I
does
see
that
it.
crowd seem
so I know all of you,
like
like me, have had tons of
anticlimactic?
questions about Anthem.
Yeah, nobody's happy on this
because
one.
we're all BioWare
It's not a
fans.
Sony crowd, that's
So we're
why.
gonna do something a little bit different for the rest of the show, and we're gonna take a deep dive into Anthem. So I'm gonna bring out some members
Oh,
of
so
the
they're actually
BioWare
gonna
team
dig
to
into
chat
Anthem
with us.
finally.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give
Nice.
a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzart.
I don't know, Juggernauts. Could be. Could very well be. Right? Yeah. Yeah, that Command & Conquer thing really screwed it up. They should have done that like very first
Coming out
thing.
today. Just got a little game to show, right?
Yep. Lots
It's going to be very exciting. So, Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day, but you took a couple years off. But before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
Yeah, that's right. So, you know, first of all, it's amazing to be back. It's awesome to be making games for BioWare fans. You know, we have the best fans. So it's been super satisfying to come back to it. And, you know, I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio. And that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about, you know, what is the
Oh,
evolution
Yorksman,
of
yes,
BioWare?
we're not going to talk about it, though.
And we wanted to create a brand
Actually, we
new
will talk
world
about how terrible it
to
is after the
discover,
show.
You know, a whole new world of story and character. But we also wanted to do something that was, you know, more of a dynamic and living world, a game that would change every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, you know, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with story sort of bolted on the side, but something new and different. And I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
So,
Your
if you look
fans
at the
really
the
love
E3
the
schedule,
stories from BioWare,
EA
but
has
I think
zero
I'm kind of
ending
curious how
time.
you're planning to make story work in this shared world.
So
I think it's because they're the only one today.
Characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now, you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we've tried to do.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. The
Anthem.
tattoos that was
So
on
we
that
call
character
our
actually
world
looked
my
pretty
story.
good. Instead of
So
we're
when
just
you're
gonna put
out in
color
the
on
open
top
world,
of the model.
The world is really dangerous,
Yeah,
and you
actually looked
focus on
legit.
your mission. And this is where other players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's weather or it's nighttime, what we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience together. But then when I finish my mission,
Okay, this
I
is
come
totally
back
going into
to a
Destiny
base at
territory
Fort
now.
Tarsus.
Yeah.
And this is a single-player experience.
But it looks cool.
turn
I mean,
my
you know, I'm
rewards,
okay with
I
like
talk to
another
some characters,
Destiny-like
I experience
game.
the choices
Like an
of
MMO
the
light?
action. And
Yeah,
this is
as
where
long as you
your story really
differentiate
lives
it.
and
I mean,
breathes.
you know, every game draws
And
inspiration
by
from
doing
other
it this
games.
way,
You know,
we're
nothing
able to
is
combine
entirely unique.
that
So,
impact
I mean,
and agency
But
of
it
a
confirms
single
4
story
classes.
with the fun of
Yeah.
teaming up with your friends to play co-op in combat.
And we're also designing it so that we can add story for years to come. So one of the first things
Okay,
that
so
we
they're talking
hear
about this
when,
expansive world.
from our
So could
community
my
is
squad
they want
run
to
into
continue
another
to play in
person's
our
squad and
worlds when
kill
they've
them?
finished Mass Effect or Dragon Age.
That's what I'm saying. I think
Players
it's
want more
actually
story.
going off
And
of
so
like a
we've
Destiny
designed Anthem
concept,
in
like
a
MMO
way
Light.
that we can actually add more story for years to come, and it could be anything. A new moment with a character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore, or an entirely new storyline and plot.
Okay, so they definitely want to go the MMO route on that side.
I don't think anybody has.
Yeah, it's not quite an MMO. It's going to be like an MMO Light, like Destiny is. I think. It really just everything they're leading to is an MMO Light.
It's like to create a new world like Anthem.
Because it's not a full MMO like
what's really
World of
exciting
Warcraft or Star Wars:
for
The
us,
Republic or any of those other ones.
and not
It's
just
got
writers,
its light
but all
aspects
of
where it's like a
the
co-op,
devs,
experience.
artists,
You could do
is that
all the stuff,
we're
run into other
creating
players, do all
something
that.
new and mysterious for players to discover. So at the heart of the premise of Anthem is a world left unfinished by the gods.
I want to hear if they got
But
some
the gods
PvP
left
going on.
behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict.
That's
with
all I
this
want, PvP.
unknowable force called
I'm an edgelord
the
that
Anthem
way.
of creation.
Everybody wants
and
PvP
the
though.
chaos of those things pushing against each other.
I really like
means
the
that world is
design of
constantly
flying
being
around though.
reshaped in
That
new
is
and
really cool to me.
unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters.
Yeah,
It's a
before the
dangerous
Battle Royale
environment
mod.
that you need to wear a suit of powered armor, a javelin, to be safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of players out there maybe don't stop to think about is just how much work goes into creating a new intellectual property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms.
The
What's
storms
the process
thing looks
of
very
creating
interesting.
a game like from scratch?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's something we've done a few times at BioWare. And
Appreciate it.
really the
Have a good
hardest
one,
part
man.
is getting started, just kind of getting off the blank page. So what we try to do is we think about the new experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you've played before? So that's where we start. And then once we think about those things, that's the power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world. And then from there, we can actually go and build out every last detail.
Yeah, and one of the unique challenges for Anthem is that it's a world, an experience that's meant to feel alive, like it's happening
Hey, can
right
you
now.
guys stop
And
doing
so
the
the
same
world
four
is
scenes
always
over again?
changing.
Once again?
Whether the storms, seasons, and yeah, it's a really great concept to write for because
production-
what it means is that
I
you
don't
have the opportunity
put zero effort
to
in.
drop
I'm
into
curious
the
why they keep
world
doing this
almost
instead of
in
just
real time,
showing
a
the people that are
dramatic
talking
event
like
that
you should be
changes the
doing at this
world
point.
for
Like, yeah, we've seen
everyone.
this.
And
This is
that could be
cool. It's
anything from
great. Like, I
gameplay
wanted to
lore.
see it, but we've seen it 4 times
all
now.
of the moving parts in the dynamic world sound really cool. The way that they sound like they're going to come
Like,
together.
I like
But
the whole
even
let's
though
show
there's
early
obviously a lot
concept
going
art,
on,
just
it
show
all
the
comes
concept
back
art
to
then,
your
not
character.
the same
So
3
let's talk
scenes
about who we're
in-game
gonna be
engine.
playing as and why we're fighting these crazy beasts.
So you are a freelancer, uniquely skilled to pilot
like, yes,
these
please just pan back
these
to
Javelin exosuits.
the guys in,
you need those
in the
suits
stage.
to survive and fight in this world because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, have
Yeah, something else. I
discovered a way
mean,
they think
just
to
show something.
weaponize the anthem of
I
creation.
mean, I get it. They have to
and
have
so,
pre-approved content and
we
everything,
need
but
to
still.
stop them and protect
It's not
the
like
free
you
people of
didn't
Tarsus.
know E3 was
No, I've
coming
heard
up.
to call this power armor a couple different things. Is it a suit? Is it a javelin? Like, what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins, and there are 4, and they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus.
So this is the first time we're actually hearing about what the
Interceptor,
exact classes
and
are.
finally, the Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Kathleen said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using.
That Storm looks badass.
So
approve of that.
really what this allows
I
us
don't like
to do
being
is
stuck to a single
we built
class
the
if I'm
suits
in a
to look like
fire
they're built
team.
from the materials of the world.
Yeah.
So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to, do a lot of different things. Really designed for up close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part. The Colossus is heavier.
Yeah, called it. This is totally like it's a EA version of Destiny type of game.
Weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
But it's got a lot bigger style, though. I like it.
I'm just gonna say the
it looks
Storm
better.
It's gonna be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your favorite.
And it'll
right
probably
now,
have
too.
better content.
So the
Oh, yeah.
javelins look awesome,
put that out
but
there.
we're gonna take a couple questions right now. So Casey tweeted.
It may not even kill
something
itself like Destiny
asking
did.
For,
And they
people out
totally
there
won't
to
have
send
loot
us your
boxes
questions.
either.
And the first one is gonna be from @itsSweetNicole.
Emotes only at this point.
As a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in Anthem?
Yeah, so we really want players to express themselves, both through customizing the way they're
there we go.
plays through gear and weapons, but also being able to personalize the way that it looks, both through paint jobs as well as changing the actual geometry.
I would almost guarantee
to be able to
that
do this
this
as
is going to
well.
work kind of
And
like
because
how
you're going to be
Warframe
using a javelin
customization
for
works,
a long period of time,
where
we really want you to be able to
do
make it
have
your
to
own.
spend money and
I'm glad you brought that up because
microtransactions and
actually,
things like that
Jay
in order
Legato has
to
a
get
question
different
connected to
colors
customization.
and things of that nature.
Monetization.
There's
How?
no
Here it is. There's the question of the day. $1 million question.
Yeah, so we are going to have
They're
some
about to
cosmetics
prove me
and
wrong,
vanity
right?
items that you'll be able to purchase, but
Yep.
you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power.
Okay, hey,
So that
that's a
means
good step. That is a good
ability
step.
to
I will
spend
give him
money on
that.
gameplay
Congratulations,
at
guys. That is
all within
fantastic.
Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go. So that means a main story, a big open world, and an ongoing service that
I think that's what
provides
everyone's
new
okay with,
content for a
Yorksman.
long period of time.
Yeah,
Story,
it's just
new
cosmetics only is
experiences
good.
for everyone.
Well,
That
I'm
is
glad to hear
fantastic.
that I can make my javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working
There'll
together.
be a
So,
looking for group
you wanna
chat
get
on our
people
Discord.
together of different classes. So I think here we're going to see the Colossus, just hammering people on the ground in gameplay. If we can have a look
So I'm
at
not gonna
that.
lie, I'm actually
So
before I was
heavy
skeptical about it. Now I
artillery
actually
being
really want this
strong,
game.
in melee
Oh,
combat.
absolutely.
And then here you've got the Ranger.
See, I'm the type of
shooting
person,
down
I
from
don't buy
above,
games on
and then they're
day
using
day
combos
one. I
and
don't
special
pre-order
abilities and
games
stuff like
generally
that.
by rule.
But what I love is
I probably
you don't
will
just
with
run
this.
around. You're swimming and flying
I'm
as
properly
well.
intrigued enough to
So it's interesting
go ahead
because
and just take a gamble that it's going to be really
wants to
good.
know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. So for people that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay?
That's what I want.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys want that? All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start
I
in
want
the
multiple
Strider,
betas.
which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
I want to get to this point in like
Well, thank
QAing
you so
video
much,
games where you
Mark,
just go to the
Casey,
conferences and play
Kathleen,
for
for
them.
talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Oh, and it's on the Frostbite engine. Wow. Okay.
Freelancer,
That's
time to
legit.
get to work.
Frostbite engine is probably still one of the most beautiful engines I've seen.
I love it.
Using it as a weapon.
So,
Find where they're making this garbage.
I hope it isn't either, but it will, hopefully we'll get a little bit more.
Okay, I'm liking how it looks getting into the suit.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's got to be comfortable for you, right?
Well, that they actually showed it more, so you know.
Yeah.
That transition through the water
What's
was
the plan
good.
here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
You got a little AI in your suit, I guess? That's what it sounded like?
That's
Or
what it
is that
sounds like to me.
Right. Checking out the
Okay,
sky
so this
cam
is
some more.
partly scripted. That was part of the trailer.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
It's like an Iron Man co-op game without Iron Man Marvel franchise. Exactly, that's what it feels like. More rudimentary, I guess.
It is a fantasy Warhammer 40k game.
Mixed with Iron Man.
Yeah.
How are you flying around and you don't fly between the guy's legs? Come on now.
Right?
Missed an opportunity.
That's like the first thing I do.
You're like, I don't even care if I survive, just the fact that I tried.
This is Anthem Orahor. Coming out early next year, I believe.
Yeah, I think it was early next year, like April or something.
Yeah.
There's a Shaper relic.
Looks super legit.
Wait,
We'll hear what the new release date is, I'm sure, at the end of this.
See those radiant pieces of energy? They're
Watch they
echoes
say,
from the Anthem
and
of
you can
creation.
now play Anthem right now.
Loads of scars nearby.
I'm going to go play.
Yeah, I would be like, I'm gonna be there right now. We'll see you guys later.
Imperium News just went to a Let's Play.
Yes.
Pretty much.
A digger popped up. That's cool looking.
Oh, that is cool. Like a frozen grenade, and then you lock them all in place and just blast them. That is rad.
Like, yes, this is Destiny, but
Yeah.
it looks like it has potential to be a lot,
I'm enjoying this,
better. Yeah.
The lore is definitely intriguing.
Definitely.
It's gone silent. Disaster averted. Do you think we get a bonus?
That's
for...
cool.
Wait, something's happening.
Oh, that guy has
What
damage
the hell
on
was
his
that?
armor. That's cool looking.
That was
Oh, on his back right there?
The sound came from below your position.
That's nice. Progressive damage on you.
On the plus side, this definitely counts toward hazard pay. There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down. Follow it, and we should find the source.
That storm, the storm one looks really fucking cool though. The one
For
that they're all
sure.
focused on right now, or were.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to play the big one. I'd want to be the guys that can go a little bit faster, be a little bit more maneuverable.
Yeah, that's why I like this guy.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what I'm liking about this MMO feel. You want to be DPS, you want to be a tank.
Right.
And we have aliens.
That looks badass.
That's how you end it? Okay.
That's awesome.
I'll give it to him on this one. This looks fantastic. This
They
makes
are gonna just shut up and take my money.
basically.
How cool was that? I'm so
Now give me a
hyped,
release
guys.
date, please.
Yeah,
Yep,
give me a
and
solid
that
release
was,
date.
That was actually
Right
just
now.
a short version of the full demo that we brought here to LA. So if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure
Captain,
the
you'll have to play it and let us know
on
how it
everyone's
is.
Minds. When
Yep.
do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019. On,
An actual
Xbox
date, not
One,
just
PlayStation 4,
February.
and PC.
Nice.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much.
Now
again
to start
for listening to the
upgrading my
entire
PC to
Fireworks
play
team.
this
I know
perfectly.
You guys had that
Right.
awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
All right,
Give
see
it
you
up for
there.
Casey Hudson, everybody.
Sold.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today as well. Now, that's a lot of available stuff that's out today. Is anybody ready to go home and download anything? No?
I agree with
You're
that.
like, I just want to go outside to the
Yorksman.
fan fest. I get it.
Yeah.
So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin.
We're not going to stay around for
I'm
that.
going to head
I'm sorry,
outside
guys.
and check out the games, but
Oh,
I want
come
to
on.
thank everybody for coming
I mean,
down
we'll play it in the
today
background when we
and
do our
watch the
post
press
show,
conference,
but
and have a great weekend.
yeah, the download joke was terrible.
Most of the jokes during this conference flopped massively.
It's funny how they said Unravel 2 was going to be out today, but it's still not out on the server. Just saying, guys.
The CEO made an announcement and told no one else.
Yeah,
So we're in agreement. The Command and Conquer thing was the best part of the conference, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
best joke of the whole thing. So there's only 3 things I liked out of this entire conference. 4 things, actually. We'll go into that here in just a second. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move off to the post show, guys. Just hold on one second. We're gonna do a little transition. So we're gonna go ahead and mute this. We're gonna have it in the background still. We're moving off to this other scene here. So yeah, I wanna talk about like what we just watched. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, certainly Anthem was, you know, the expected.
Oh, they did put it in there?
That we were.
So why isn't it on that in the client then? I was looking like straight in the client and it's not there. Like it's not showing up in the client itself. Yeah, the captain posted. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
Like I'm hitting store and it's going off to the sale, which is nice. But where's wait, let's see if. Okay, Unravel 2 is there now if I search for it. But you have to search for it. But
Let's
yeah.
announce a new game, not put it on the front page.
Oh, Jesus.
That makes sense.
Where did our cameras go? Oh, it's like Zoom
That's
freaked out for a second.
Origin for you.
Zoom freaking out.
King Bach is there. Oh my god. The guy on the left or on the left of the previous screen was a YouTube star. So let's talk about this conference, guys. Like we're watching it still in the background here. Like it's doing their FIFA tournament, which I to be honest I have 0 interest in. But my 4 top things that I liked out of this conference was Battlefield, despite the fact that they announced a battle royale, which I'm a little annoyed about. I mean, I'll play it because I like Battlefield. I've always been a sucker for Battlefield.
Battlefield is one of those solid first-person shooters
Yeah.
you can always just put a few hours in and enjoy.
Yeah. The other one was Unravel. I liked the game that was right after that. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head.
Sea of Solitude.
Sea of Solitude. So Sea of Solitude also was fantastic. And Anthem. The rest of that conference, I could throw it in the trash and forget about it.
We could have been done with this 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Well, and we'll see this tomorrow and everything. Every conference will always have that dumb filler. They'll throw a celebrity out there. They'll show some kind of thing where gamers can get together and have fun and in unity and all that stuff. So that'll happen in every conference. But yeah, I'm with you. I mean, certainly we were here to see Anthem.
Our cameras keep dipping out for some reason.
Yeah, I did notice that. That's weird.
Zoom's freaking out. Maybe I'll just put it back on the other one and.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the Command and Conquer thing was like probably hands down the worst. They probably in fact should have showed that first, and then then led up. Like their problem is with their conference, it had high, and then really low lows, like in the middle of the show where everybody was expecting to start saying cooler shit, but kind of like went off on that, and I'm just like, why in the hell would they do that? Like the pacing was so terrible.
Yeah, they didn't plan that out well enough, I thought. But, I mean, we can't all be Sony, so, you know.
No, Sony's last year. Sony's last year, Microsoft's last year, even Nintendo's last year was fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
But EA, man, oh my god, they need better people to do work on their production stuff.
For sure. Maybe they could get those, you guys didn't see it, but they were talking about EA recruiting in the pre-show for this. Maybe they could find some better marketing people, because that was horrendous. But
yeah,
I don't know. I thought for the most part, other than the way they did the order that they did everything, I thought for the most part, I mean, I'm excited about Unravel 2. I haven't even played 1 yet, but now I'm going to play the whole series. Certainly Anthem, I'm sold. I said, I never buy games day one, but I will be pre-ordering this one.
Yeah.
And that's Sea of Solitude. I'm a big indie gamer. I love indie games, and that definitely gave me the vibe of something that might have a good story and good gameplay. So certainly some exciting things to take away from the EA conference.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, Unravel 1, you're gonna have a fantastic time with. If you could even just play it on the EA Pass, and then you get a discount for Unravel 2. Actually, if you do that too, if you guys don't have that, so yeah, you can play 1 for free if you go. I mean, you do pay $5, or even start the trial if you've never done it before. Play it for free, and then boom, then you get a discount on 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
I'm even tempted to play that myself for stream at some point. So I mean,
I think it would be fun.
We'll have to get together, Rune, and do a co-op of Unravel 2 sometime.
Oh yeah, I'll be down.
Yeah, let's do it.
But yeah, aside of that, like the rest of this conference literally could have been cut a half hour shorter just by cutting out some of the other stuff. I mean,
all you had to do is cut out, Command and Conquer, and that's 20 minutes of it.
Yeah, that was. Oh god, that really was almost 20 minutes of it, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jesus. Like, I mean, I'm not one to usually, like, even last year I didn't really bag on the conferences that we watched or that we showcased here on INN, but that one in particular was just so bad.
Right.
Like, that was a fiasco that you really didn't want to have on an E3 stage.
It's a cash grab. I mean, that's blatantly all it is, because people that are big-time fans of Command and Conquer, you're still going to have people may be upset about it. They're still going to spend money on it. You're going to have people that are fans of, like, Clash Royale that are going to see that and be like, ooh, another version of this. So they're going to be playing. That's all it is a blatant cash grab. I mean, there's no way that they're
slapping a good name IP on it, and then just being like, all right, cool, we're gonna name it after one of our coolest franchises, and then throw it in the dumpster. Basically make it a dumpster fire, because that's pretty much all that looked like to me.
That's all it is.
I mean, there's nothing that stood out in that game as unique either, which was kind of like a dangerous thing. So I can't imagine them thinking that would work out. Especially, like, they're going to hear a lot of stuff about it today, and I'm pretty sure a lot more than just us are saying pretty negative things about it.
I would imagine. I've actually never played a Command and Conquer game, but I mean that bored the hell out of me. There's no way I would ever spend a dime on that.
No. Yeah, there was no callbacks to older Command and Conquer characters or anything. Like, there was, like, I mean, even the unit names were not even entirely all there either. Because I was starting to think, I'm like, I heard one of them, it was the Mammoth tank, and then that's the only thing that stood out as a Command and Conquer thing.
Yeah, that hit it even at the IP. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything else, like the troops, the walkers, the laser tank, all that stuff, not even, like, that's not part of the normal CNC stuff either. Like, if you had it and skinned it to Command and Conquer, that would have been different. But it really even wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't. No Kane, no nothing, no characters, no story. I mean, they could have done it as, this elite leader of this and this elite leader of this had done it and been a big thing. But no, like, that was terrible.
Literally adds nothing to the IP.
No.
And as expected, Twitter is going absolute ape shit on Command and Conquer. Yeah, nobody likes it. There's not a positive thing in that feed about it. Everybody hates it. So
you literally added this thing to the conference to kill time, because you had a set amount of time you wanted aired.
Absolutely.
Wow. Okay, this is actually a good one. So it's me, JP, another big Twitch partner. He says, weird of EA to include a funeral for Command and Conquer in their conference at E3 this year.
My fucking roasted.
Oh my god, that's the best comment I'm reading so far. My god.
That's awesome. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, and then there's a lot of people that, like, yeah, literally every single comment I'm looking at about Command and Conquer is extremely negative.
Oh yeah, 100%.
EA sure knows how to kill a franchise. Goodbye, Command and Conquer. E3 rip E3 E3 2018.
People are also ripping the new Star Wars game. Like, take JP for instance. Did they just introduce a new Star Wars game and have the pitch at the same time?
Yeah, great way to bring back a Command and Conquer show, a really long demo that bored the shit out of everybody, and then hope that CSC name will make them think, actually, hang on, I want that now. Wow.
Yeah, Battlefield 5, no gameplay. FIFA, no gameplay. Madden, no gameplay. Yeah, I mean, just... Oh, we got a little snippet of Anthem, which, I mean, EA would have been obliterated if they didn't provide any gamelay of that after...
Oh, okay, somebody
announcing it last year, but...
somebody for the CNC thing actually noted that the guy in there was actually Kane. He was a shitty version of Kane. So, yeah.
Yeah, didn't recognize that, and I played every single one.
It was the one guy, but it was just a terrible rendition of him. Like, it wasn't even a good version of him. Another guy is E3 literally killed EA. Or, yeah, EA literally killed E3. It's dead. They turned CNT into a mobile game and thought it was just something to show off in their fucking press conference. It's over. Wow. There is a lot of hate. Like, I think this is actually the worst hate I've seen in a while on a game that's released at E3.
Yeah, I think it's venomous right now.
Yeah.
Man.
I think there's more hate on that than there is positive stuff about Anthem right now, even though the Anthem demo actually rocked it. Like,
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm excited to see how they're actually going to do the lore and balancing everything.
Yeah.
And how they're definitely going to get people to not say it's a Destiny clone.
Yeah. They didn't confirm nor deny the fact that PvP was there though. So they were really wanted to focus on the PvE content, it seemed like.
Which makes sense. That honestly 95% of your population is only going to be playing the PvE portion.
Yeah, I agree, Noisy. It's not a good sign when even the shoutcaster you have sounds like they're bored.
Yeah.
Like it was
agree.
That was pretty interesting. So yeah, for this weekend, guys, like I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here in just a few minutes. But I mean, any last words for this conference? Because this. I
will say that was my favorite conference so far.
Because it's the only conference so far. I'm hoping tomorrow with Bethesda and Microsoft, we'll see a lot more. Microsoft, I have no idea what to expect, to be honest, because
they have to knock it out of the park because Sony will.
Oh,
I mean, that's all it is. I mean, because everybody naturally compares the Microsoft conference to Sony's. And the last few years, look, Sony's just knocked it out of the park. And we already know that Sony already has things like Death Stranding, The Last of Us 2. There's just a lot of things that they're going to be showing off. Microsoft better bring it, or they're going to be left in the dust. I mean, that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of IP, Microsoft literally doesn't have anything, it seems, right now.
No.
Yeah, they have to announce some big.
They either have to announce big IPs or new IPs or a new console. One of the two.
Yeah.
It's and they already announced just before the conference that Crackdown was getting delayed till next year.
Yeah.
So
and that's the fourth time it's been delayed.
Yeah. Oh, it's been delayed since the Xbox One came out.
Yeah, exactly.
So. Noisy, yes, we are actually going to be streaming all of the conferences for this weekend. During the week, it'll be a little bit different. Monday, we'll be covering the Sony conference because I work during the day. But we'll be doing a post-show thing for all of the conferences that happened on Monday. And Tuesday, we won't be doing anything, but we have a write-up on INN for it. So we're going to be covering E3. Obviously, today we've covered it. We're going to be covering all the shows tomorrow, our conferences tomorrow. We'll be covering Sony on Monday evening. And then also we'll be doing a post-show for all the Monday stuff right after the Sony conference. So there'll be a lot going on for this one for sure. But
tomorrow's going to be more exciting, I think. Just a whole lot of things. I mean, certainly I'm looking forward to Monday, but yeah, tomorrow it'll be interesting to see what Microsoft does. I think that they'll probably talk about some PC stuff too. So I'm looking forward to that. So we'll see. We'll see. But
what are we looking for the Sony conference? Hoping for the Sony conference. I want to see some actual gameplay of Death Stranding. I don't want to see a goddamn trailer with Norman Reedus. That's literally number one at this point. Like I'm just tired of seeing the trailers with just him in a different outfit.
Yeah,
I mean, or with an outfit to
they've
begin
been
with.
hinting at on social media, though, is just more trailers and CG.
Yeah.
For me, it's just Last of Us. That's what I'm excited for.
Last of Us, I want to see that. I want to see, what was the other one that I was just looking at too? I have to look up on it again. There's a few titles that they're leaking this year.
I'm curious what conference will show off Red Dead too.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. I'm always look, E3 to me, it's always about new IPs and indie games. So I'm interested in seeing what indie games are released and new stories. I love sequels certainly and reboots and things like that, but it's the new stories that we haven't experienced yet. That's what I'm looking forward to. So hopefully we get a lot of that with Microsoft and Sony.
I have a feeling that now that we're bringing up Red Dead, I think Red Dead's going to be a big part of Microsoft's thing tomorrow if they don't have a whole lot with them.
Yeah, if they don't have anything new, that'll be theirs.
So yeah, I'm really curious to see what they're going to do with that.
And let's create a bingo for which ones have Battle Royale.
Yeah. You know, we should just start a betting system tomorrow for all of the shows. Yeah. We'll run it. We'll start it in the day, and then we'll say how many games. You know, we'll estimate how many games get announced with Battle Royales tomorrow, or the whole rest of this conference. And then at the end, we'll maybe just say if we could give out a prize or something.
Well, you know,
do a giveaway.
Yeah, do a
giveaway. They're gonna release a Skyrim battle royale. We can.
Oh, I fucking hope they don't. There's been enough Skyrim re-releases enough to choke small children for years.
Skyrim VR battle royale.
I mean, that's all you need. I've put 300 hours in that game, and I still haven't beat the story. Why the fuck would I play battle royale?
Right. I mean, yeah. There's so much. So much to do. I just refreshed Twitter just to see like what else was going on, and I see nothing but hate on the EA conference right now.
They've got some timed exclusive MP thing with PS4. Yeah, it may be a Sony edition, which means Sony's gonna have Death Stranding, Last of Us 2, and Red Dead 2. It seems
really
to
Red
me
Dead's
like...
already got some kind of timed exclusive thing. I swear they really shouldn't be doing that. Like, okay, so that is one thing I really hope that stops in companies these days. I don't care how much, you know, Sony or Microsoft or Nintendo pays for the exclusivity. Stop the exclusivity deals. Like, treat gamers as a community as a whole. I don't care if they're on Xbox. I don't care if they're on PlayStation. I don't care if they're on their grandma's PC in the fucking basement in the middle of the Midwest. Like, treat gamers as gamers. Don't do exclusivity to this. Don't do exclusivity to that. Give it to everybody. Like, generally,
exclusivity only hurts gamers. I mean, you know why as a business they do it, but in the same light, it's like, you know, you're hurting your fan base there. Whenever I was just a Sony only person, I didn't care if somebody on Xbox or PC could play my games. It didn't make me feel superior to them in any way. You know, it's, you know, they do it obviously so that people will actually buy their consoles, but it only hurts gamers.
Yeah, I mean,
it
even goes a step further. Like, you can see Microsoft and PC games. You know, they're doing the cross connectivity now, and Sony's refusing to fucking play with that.
Right.
Yeah, and I mean, and look at it. Battle Royale slipped it in, and I don't even think they got the permission from Sony in the end.
Exactly.
I think they just said, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it. Well, this is our game. We're not gonna be limited by your platform."
Mm-hmm.
And then that's another thing Nintendo's going to be announcing is Fortnite coming to Switch. I'm pretty sure that's going to be another Nintendo thing on Tuesday. Nintendo's got actually a lot of big games.
Personally, I'm excited for Nintendo, period, because they have a lot they can do with the Switch.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're getting rid of that no mature content because they just did Wolfenstein coming over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're getting Paladins, they're getting Fortnite, they're getting a bunch of other games like that. Like, I mean, Switch is actually becoming a console people want now. To be honest, I have not jumped on that bandwagon yet because I didn't believe it had good enough games. Because I bought the Wii U thinking that it was going to be the next big thing, and it turned out to flop within 2 years. So
I bought a Wii U purely for Mario Maker, and I spent 2 weeks playing it, and I hadn't touched it since.
Haven't touched it since. Yeah.
I mean, I want it for Smash. I want it for Smash purely.
Oh yeah. For me, traveling a lot, the Switch is absolutely phenomenal. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
it's
a huge
nice
fan.
to be able to set up a console on a plane, you know, that you're on for 6 hours and being able to just, you know, zone out with it.
Yeah, and that's one of those things for me. It's a bigger investment because right off the bat, I'd have to get 2 docks. some extra controllers, stuff like that, because I want to be able to hook it up to a stream to be able to entertain you guys, for the audiences out there. And I also want to be able to play it on my, like TV that I just got. I finally got a 4K, invested and got a 4K TV. So I actually want to play it on the places where I really, want to enjoy it for not just me, but for everybody else too.
In that aspect, though, we have to give it to Nintendo that an extra dock is only like $35, $40. It's not bad.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not like where you had to, on the Wii U, where you had to buy a whole extra console just to get that, which is, oh my god. I'm gonna link you guys a tweet that I just laughed at because it is fantastic. I'll put it here in the Twitch chat for you guys to enjoy, because I giggled a little bit for this one, as you saw. Nice. Gaming industry's biggest and baddest villain. Yeah. I will give him that.
Yep.
E3 predictions. EA, we come first so we can leave ASAP. Square, I know you're here for Final Fantasy VII. Well, unfortunately. By the way, that's actually something we reported on the INNsider just a few weeks ago, is that the rumors on Final Fantasy VII. I'm curious to see if Sony's actually going to show anything for this. That's another Sony topic we're going to get to. The Inimical, thank you so much for Twitch Prime, dude, for 2 months in a row. And yeah, I know. I mean, come on, man. Look, I'm being good today. I got my Minion Revolution shirt on. Come on, man.
Oh, here's a tweet I'm liking. They're like, why the fuck did we get a Command and Conquer mobile game when we could have had Skate 4?
Could have had what?
Oh yeah.
What for?
Skate 4. There's no more skateboarding games. Like, let's go that route instead of a mobile game.
That was, oh, that's right. That was supposed to be one of the things that people were thinking was coming.
One of the announcements, yeah.
Wow. So we didn't get Skate, instead we got Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fair trade.
Like, I would have been fine with a Tony Hawk, remake. Or just remaster.
Mm-hmm.
But we get a shitty Command and Conquer mobile game.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, it's... Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. So yeah, what we were talking about with Sony is that Final Fantasy VII was announced that it's getting pushed back to like almost to 2021 or 2022, because they've already gone through 2 development companies and did not like their work on the remaster, so they're literally continually restarting the process on this.
That game's never coming out.
No,
it's not.
If they do and finally settle on somebody and actually give us a release date, then I'll believe it, maybe. Then it'll probably get pushed back again, more than likely.
It's going to end up getting taken over by Telltale, and it's going to be a Telltale game.
Right? At this point, I mean, I want to do it. But anyway. But yeah, next here on INN, guys, if you guys haven't stuck around, you guys are EVE Online fans, the Meta Show is coming up next in about 18 minutes or so. You're going to see Matani and Boat. I think they're going to have special guest moderator, I believe, today. So if you guys haven't checked that out, definitely do so. Definitely a cool group of people. Don't Blink, thank you so much for the follow, man. I appreciate it. And then Mentaki, thank you so much for the 2 months, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know it sucks that it didn't, it lapped over you. But yeah, we're going to be back tomorrow, guys and gals, for more EA coverage. We're going to be starting at 1 p.m. instead of our normal 11 a.m. for the INNsider. So there's no INNsider talk show at 11 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to be starting at 1 p.m. and then we'll be back again in the evening for Bethesda and Devolver in the evening. We're going to do those.
It's going to be online all day.
Yeah, we'll be online for a couple hours between 1 and 3, and then we'll be back again around 6 o'clock to do a pre-show, and then we're going to go all the way through Bethesda and in Devolver Digital, depending on how the interest is for that. But thank you all so much for coming. White Llama, True, thank you guys. If you guys definitely haven't checked out White Llama Poo Poo, definitely do so.
For sure.
And also,
I'd love you long time.
You can check out all the streamers here on INN, guys. Thank you guys so much. Definitely check them out below, and then we'll see you all next time. Hope everybody has a great day.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye-bye.